Well, hello everybody. I think we've just sat on an ant's nest, as you can see. Pretty hot today, isn't it? It really is here at Donington Park. It is now time for the BCV8 Championship Race 1. It is roasty toasty here today. A couple of the cars just coming up behind us, as you can see as well. We've got Simon Cripps up here. We've got Neil Fowler as well. Whilst we just wait for a few more cars to pop up, let's just pop that qualifying order up on the grid for you, up onto the screen. Ollie Neves, once again, the man on pole position. Can anybody stop him here today? We're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Who else? Neil Fowler, can this man make a move? We're going to chat to him very soon. I hope that qualifying image is up on the screen for you. And I think I did actually just stand in an ant's nest as well. So there we go. Right, so there we go. Plenty of action to bring you. Can anybody stop Ollie Neves? That's really the story here for the BCV8 Championship. That's what we really want to know, isn't it? Let's go chat to, let's pop that down and come chat to some of the drivers if we can as well. We'll chat to Simon Cripps. I know obviously what we really want is face masks on everybody if possible, but to those we can't, we will stand quite a distance from them. Let's chat to Neil just quickly. Qualifying strong again. What can you do to stop that man behind you there?
I shouldn't swear, but not a lot.
Yeah, please don't swear, but he's quick, isn't he?
Very quick.
But you're always around him as well, though.
Yeah, but you know, not much I can do. I can just try and do my best and enjoy my own race.
Good man. That's what I like to hear. Enjoy it, won't you, Neil? Thanks for talking to us. Here he is as well, Simon Cripps. Simon, good to see you again, pal. You ready for this one?
Mate, it's going to be warm out there today.
It is, isn't it?
And I don't think Neil can handle the heat. After about 15 minutes, he's going to go off. I'm going to have him.
So
it'll be a bit of fun.
At least second place for you today, then, because you're going to get him after 15 minutes. The heat, too much. Cheers. We like that. Bit of fighting spirit. Ollie Neves, of course, we get a chance to talk to him earlier. Once again on pole position, but a scare early on in qualifying, Ollie.
Yeah. I overlooked a few major things, like tightening the wheel nuts up, but luckily no damage done.
Straight back in, get it tightened up, and out you go again.
Sort
and
them
on
up,
pole.
and gave me a bit of motivation to get out there and get on with it. I think so. Really good. Car's running fantastic as always. So
you've obviously got a lot of pace around here. Are you? I don't want to speak too soon, but you're confident of getting over the line in first?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a few unknowns. I think Russell's back out. You know, he's not been out for a little while. He's not miles off at the minute, and I know he's had a few teething issues. So I'm expecting him to come through, and I think Neil's a bit quicker in race trim than qualifying trim as well. So
yeah, a bit of friendly banter though between him and Simon Cripps.
Yeah.
Simon says I'm going to get him after 15 minutes. He's going to go off the boil. So so there you go. Hold it for 15.
It's going to be hard work for 15-20 minutes in one of these. They're so hot to drive. I went to get out the car after qualifying, put my hand on the gearbox tunnel to push myself out, and nearly burnt the skin off my hand. They're so hot, it's unbelievable. So.
Oh, right, well take care, won't you? But best of luck, enjoy it anyway. Thanks, Ollie. Thanks for talking to us. A few more cars coming through here as well. Here is Russell McCarthy as well. Let's grab a chat with him. Like I said, hasn't been out for a while, but the pace, he's clearly got plenty of pace in the car, hasn't he? And can he make a charge and maybe catch Ollie Neves, Neil Fowler, Simon Cripps? Is going to be a cracking race, isn't he? Here he is. It's good to see you again, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Nice face mask as well. We've got the same. We clearly shop at the same place. Look, it's good to see you back in action again, and you're right at the sharp end.
Yeah. It's been a couple of dry months of racing, but I had a bit of an accident and slowly recovering from that. But it doesn't seem to affect my driving. Although I'm probably a second and a half off the pace, but I don't think that's me or the car. I think that's just the conditions. So hopefully we can just give probably Neil a run for his money. I think Ollie's probably a little bit too far out of reach unless he has a slight issue or something. It's nice to be out there, really. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Certainly in this weather as well. Look, best of luck, Russell. Thanks
for talking to us. Take care. We'll see you later. Thank you. Let's just move on a little bit. Another one of my namesakes as well, Ian Pryor over here. Ian, how's it going?
All right, mate.
What can we do today?
Not a lot.
Well, I appreciate the honesty.
I'll just wait and see what happens. No, it should be better in the race than it was in qualifying, but I'll try and sort Simon out like
is it the heat being a big factor for these cars, or?
Well, it doesn't appear to be for me, but it does for most of them. So
Yeah.
maybe 20 minutes into it, I'll be a bit better off. I don't know.
Well, that could be an advantage then, so watch out for Ian later on in the race.
Hopefully.
This could be a bit of drama, I think, here.
Maybe.
Top man, cheers, Ian. Best of luck. Let's just keep moving ourselves down, shall we, and see if we can go catch up with some more of the drivers as we work our way down. We've got Stephen Wells' car here, Ollie Wardle over here as well. We'll just make sure we don't get run over. Jim Bryan coming through, car number 74. Through he goes. Let's go grab a word with Steve Mackay, shall we? Car number 35. He looks like he's got his face covered. Of course, we still have to abide by all the social distancing rules and face masks, etc. Of course, it's not Monday yet. Here he is. Steve, how you doing? You all right?
I'm fine, thanks.
How was qualifying?
It was all right. Yeah, we had a few yellow flags to contend with,
Yeah.
but so nothing really flying, but it was the same for everyone. So yeah, it's all right.
Fantastic.
It was a bit warm, and it's going to be hotter now.
It is, isn't it? And of course, it's a 20-minute race. I mean, I've chatted to a few of the drivers, and they sort of think final 5 minutes could get quite exciting.
Yeah. Well, if the car keeps going, we'll be all right. But I think I might be able to manage it. I'm more worried about the old car at the moment.
You'll be fine, Steve. You'll be fine. Top man, I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah,
Mate. Thank you very much. We do have Babak Farsi just behind us as well. That's certainly one of the top drivers to watch out for. Remember, there's multiple classes in the BCV8s, isn't there? So it's well worth keeping an eye on. Class D, Class C, Class B and Class AB. Babak Farsian racing in Class AB as well. And that's what Babak Farsian is. Let's go catch up with him. He's got this lovely little light just on the roof as well, as you can see as well. Babak, I'll let you get out because it's roasting, isn't it? I'll let you get out because it's probably like an oven in there, isn't it?
Nice and cool, isn't it?
It is. It certainly is. Look, what can we do from the race today? We go for class win?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so, and have a battle with a few of the others as well. But let's see how it goes. If the car can take it, because the car's like overheating today, so
yeah.
Yeah,
we are hearing that a bit from a few people.
Yeah.
The sort of 15 minutes, after 15 minutes, there might be a few hairy moments.
Yeah. But hopefully it's just a case of backing off and letting it cool down. So
yeah.
We'll be all right.
Top man.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Best of luck for the race. Thank you very much. Let's just move down a little bit further, shall we, and catch up with a few of the other drivers. We've got Russ McAngus over here as well. Let's just grab a word down here. A little bit of time just before the race gets underway. 12:50 was the official start time. How are we doing?
All right, Winkle, how are you diddling?
I'm diddling all right. Probably a bit cooler than you lot.
I should imagine you are.
What's it like in there right now? Bit of an oven?
Am I allowed to?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What can you do in this race, sir?
Hopefully get past that lot, all up there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
What was qualifying like? How was the track?
Yeah, it's all right, nice. Yeah, cushy.
That's what I like to hear. Plenty of grip, I imagine, in this heat.
Yeah,
Probably sticks to the road, doesn't it?
This one does.
Yeah.
Compared to the FIAs, they slide a bit, don't they?
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be sticky enough to whoop their asses anyway.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Top man.
All right,
we'll see you
mate.
later. Take care. Let's go. We've got Mark Lillington over here as well. We can grab a quick word with him. How we doing, Mark? You all right?
Right there.
How's things? All right?
Could be better.
Yeah. Talk us through qualifying.
Nothing exciting to say. Just not on it. Very poor. Full stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The race can only get better.
That's why
I look at it. I'm last Class C. If I don't finish last in Class C, then I've had a result.
There you go. That's all you can ask for, isn't it? And of course you can get up there, can't you? I think this might be it could potentially be a bit of a war of attrition at times in this race.
It could be a bit warm, couldn't it? Yes. Yeah, if I can get away from these guys, these A and B class cars, who are obviously going to be in fighting, if I can get away from them, then I'll be happy-ish.
Top man. Best of luck for the race.
Thank you.
Cheers, Mark. We'll just move down. Still got a few cars just coming through, haven't we, as well. We'll just watch out before we get ourselves run over here. Car 29 up here as well. Let's grab a quick word. Here we go, afternoon, it's almost time for lights out. How are we feeling?
We're feeling a bit embarrassed because I should be somewhere a little bit further up there, and got lots of excuses but no good reasons. So I'm just going to try and relax and not try as hard and not overdrive the car. But yeah, I've got to spend a lot of money to get here, so I'm going to enjoy it.
That's what I like to hear. And of course, the race is very different to qualifying, so anything can happen. Right?
Yeah, let's
just
yeah.
keep it on track.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Cheers. Best of luck. Enjoy it. Right, we're going to make our way back to the top end, just have a little look at these cars. It's a wonderful grid, isn't it? It's absolutely glorious. The drivers, of course, wanting to get out as soon as possible. I was actually out in the paddock a little bit earlier, just having a little walk around. I did actually catch up with Ollie Neves in there as well, and yes, he did obviously have an issue with that car. That's why he came into the pits after the very first time around, had to tighten up his wheel nuts. I also caught up with James Wheeler as well, problem with his car, looking like it might not be able to get out, unfortunately, but James is going to drive another car tomorrow, I believe Paul Linfield's car tomorrow, so that's really, really good. There's car 57. We'll just move up, stick around for a bit. We've just got the race ahead. I think it's the Midget and Sprite Challenge, just getting ready to finish up. Let's just put that qualifying order back up on the screen, just whilst we make our way to the top end of the assembly area. So fantastic stuff here. The heat, one of the top stories, but really for the BCV8s, it's can anybody stop Ollie Neves in Class D? Class D, the fastest class, of course, out of the group. So far, Ollie Neves is on quite an amazing winning run, isn't he? Champion in 2020, and he's on course to be champion this year as well. So Ollie Neves on pole, Neil Fowler in second, Russell McCarthy, great to see Russell back in action, he starts third, Simon Cripps in fourth, Ian Pry in fifth. We can pop that image down now and you can enjoy the view of these wonderful, wonderful cars. Then of course Andrew Young on pole in Class C, then Jim Bryan, Ben Tovey, Steve Wells, Paul Curry, Oliver Wardle, Mark Scott once again pole in Class B and 2020 champion as well. Babak Farsi in pole in Class AB, just spoke to him. We'll be expecting to get the job done in Class AB, but a lot can happen, of course. Then car 61, the Wheeler car, I don't remember seeing it, and I don't think it's going to be out on track either, unfortunately. Steve Mackay in Class B, then James Walpole, Paul Raymond and Russell McAngus all in Class AB. We spoke to Russell McAngus there. Mark Lillington, Class C, we just spoke to him. Paul Linfield, Class AB. Steve Lockhart, Class B, we just spoke to him. And Tom Hibbard, car number 10, also in Class AB. So 22 runners and riders, I think, has now actually been reduced to 21 because of the Wheeler car, unfortunately. A big issue with that. So it's almost time for us to get going. I just picked my mic up and everything. So the BCV8 Championship, the Premier Series for MGB and MGC Racing, offers classes for fully modified V8s to road-going cars. What a sight they make, don't they? It's about to get very loud here at Donington Park, so don't go anywhere. I can tell you the race beforehand has now finished. So we're going to make our way over to our spot to watch the race, just where we're for qualifying actually. The Goddard Suites here at Donington Park. It's a lovely place. You can see over the start-finish line. We can see the back end of the track as well. Whilst we do that, whilst we make our way over, we've got a little video to play for you. It's the BCV8 Championship, and here's what the racing action is going to look like. Roll VT. Right, so welcome back. You come at a good time. Look at that. The car's just making the way out onto the track, led by your pole position man, Ollie Neves, looking to make it yet another win in the BCV8 Championship. He's racing in Class D, the fastest class. Those whopping great V8s. It's going to get very loud here at Donington Park. Don't go anywhere. The car's going to go around, do a formation lap behind the safety car and line up, and it will be lights out in under 2 minutes' time. Whilst the car's just making their way around Redgate behind the safety car, we do actually have the calendar to show you for the BCV8 Championship. Here's a little look at what's coming up. Slightly few more races actually than work with the MG Cup and the Metro Cup as well. They've still got a few meetings after this. We'll be back with them at Snetterton, of course, but they're still going to Silverstone, still got Mallory Park and Snetterton to go. So an extended championship for the BCV8 Championship. And it makes for some great racing, doesn't it? It really does. So Ollie Neves, the man on pole position, Neil Fowler in second, Russell McCarthy in third, Simon Cripps in fourth, Ian Pryor in fifth, Andrew Young in sixth, Jim Bryan in seventh, Ben Toby in eighth, Steve Wells in ninth, Paul Curry in 10th, Oliver Wardle in 11th, Mark Scott 12th, Babak Farsi in 13th. The Wheeler car due to start 14th, but I don't think it's on the track. And then we've got Stephen Mackay in 15th, James Walpole 16th, Paul Raymond 17th, Russell McAngus 18th, Mark Lillington in 19th, Paul Linfield in 20th, Steve Lockhart 21st and Tom Hibbard in 22nd. That is how your grid will line up for race one of the BCV8 Championship. We'll be back live again tomorrow for race two. But once the race finishes, we still have more action to bring you as well for the BCV8. We'll be in the paddock a little bit later this afternoon, after about 4 o'clock or so. We'll be in the paddock for exclusive behind-the-scenes coverage of the BCV8 Championship. My supercar here, bringing you closer to the action than anybody else can get you. Access all areas with my supercar. But now we turn our attention to the track action here at Donington Park as Ollie Neves lines up on pole position. Can anybody stop Ollie Neves? He's been dominant over the last 18 months. Will that dominance end today? We've seen it happen in Formula One, haven't we? Max Verstappen now taking the mantle from Lewis Hamilton. Can anybody take the mantle away from Ollie Neves? What about Class C? Andrew Young, Jim Bryan, Ben Toby, Steve Wells, all go out. Paul Curry right in the mix, Oliver Wardle. What about Class B? Mark Scott, again the man to beat in Class B. Class AB, Babak Farsian, the man to beat. So plenty of excitement, plenty of inter-class battles going on here as well. Lots of action, 4 classes, technically 4 different winners. But will Ollie Neves make it outright winner and Class D winner yet again? Right, here we go. The cars are rumbling. The engines are thumping. The red lights are on. And off we go. Oh, it looks like a slow start by Ollie Neves, and I think Neil Fowler takes the lead quite comfortably. Simon Cripps might be able to get around the outside as well. Let's have a little look. Fowler's got a huge lead, and Neves, does he hold on to it? I think Neves takes the inside line around Redgate and holds on to second place. Just make sure everybody gets through safely, and I think they do. Everybody gets around safely, around Redgate safely there. But it is the big story. Neil Fowler takes the lead early on in this race, and he's got a reasonable lead to hold on to as well. Wow, excellent stuff. Here we go. 20 minutes of BCV8 on-track action here at Donington Park in the baking sunshine. What's it going to be? It's Fowler versus Neves right at the top, right at the sharp end. There they go. They're appearing just through the crane of curves there. Now to come up to McLean, as you can see, and it is Fowler from Neves, from Cripps. I think is that Ian Pryor's got himself up to 4th place as well. Looks like Russell McCarthy has dropped down to 5th. Plenty of excitement, as you can see him at the top of the screen. In fact, we can almost see the entire track up here, can't we? Wonderful, wonderful stuff. And look, it is. And Neves are trying to make his move. He's going to go try and take the inside line down into the final chicane here, Roberts. Let's see as they suddenly appear on our screen. Here we go. Is it going to be Neves? Is it going to be Fowler? Let's see. Somebody's gone up in the top, and it's just Neil Fowler. But Ollie Neves far over the back of it. And they've knocked right past our camera. There goes Simon Cripps in third. Oh, and there goes the Carpy. Looks like it's gone back up to fourth place from Ian Pryor. There goes Jim Bryant as well, going very well. Paul Courier just saw coming through too. So, wow. Excellent first lap action here. It's all drama for the BCV8 Championship here live at Donington Park. It's been a sensational opening lap, and it is just about Fowler who holds on to it at the minute. There goes Hibbard just coming over the line as well. So it's Fowler, Neves, Cripps, McCarthy, Pryor, Bryan, Wells, Toby, Curry has jumped up to 6th place. So Farzian, Wardle, Scott, Mackay, Walpole, Raymond, McAngus, Linfield, Lockhart, Hibbard. Oh, and we've lost Mark Lillington. Oh no, I think it's Lillington who's off the track at the top. What a shame that is. I think we've lost Lillington up at Coppice. And it's still Fowler who holds the lead over Ollie Neves. We've got waved yellows. We've got a safety car. Safety car. We have a safety car here. Elaine, if you can put text safety car up on the screen, that would be great. And there is the safety car. It's just coming up. It's just waiting for everybody up at Redgate. And it is Fowler who holds the lead. So we have a safety car here at Donington Park. I believe it's because Mark Lillington is off up at Coppice. Well, big drama early doors. 20-minute race in total. We've still got 17 minutes left to go, but this is going to bunch everybody up nicely once again, isn't it? Fantastic stuff here. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Full of action. This is what we want to see, isn't it? This is what motorsport's all about. So I think Mark's car is just beached at the top of Coppice. Here comes Hibbard as well. So big drama at the start, wasn't it? Fowler got a great start. It was Neves who got a little bit bogged down and just managed to cling on to second through Redgate from an attacking Simon Cripps, who was trying to get him around the outside, just couldn't quite get the traction down, could he? So it is Fowler from Neves, from Cripps, from McCarthy, who's recovered as well. Lost out to Ian Pryor at the start, but managed to get himself back up to 4th place. Then Jim Bryan in 6th. Then we've got Wells in 7th, Tovey in 8th, Corey in 9th, Wardle in 10th, Farzian. Babak Farzian's dropped down to 11th. Stephen Mackay is 12th. Scott is 13th. Mark Scott, Walpole 14th. Raymond 15th. Lockhart 16th. Linfield 17th. McAngus 18th. And Hibbard in 19th. And unfortunately, we have lost Lillington from this race. So we just wait to see how long. Is that the safety car lights off? Excuse me. And I think the safety car lights are off, yeah, because look how much Fowler is backing everybody up. So the safety car will be in this lap. Right, in goes the safety car, and Fowler's backing everybody up. This is going to be full of high drama. There he is, no overtaking until you get over the start-finish line. And Fowler suddenly puts the hammer down, and off they go. Listen to this! And it looks like Neves was wise to it, wasn't he? Neves is going to try and go around the outside into Redgate to take the lead in this race. Can Fowler hold him off? Neves is not going to give up, though. There's neck and neck as they go around, but Fowler just manages to hold on to the lead here. Wonderful stuff into Redgate. There's still cars going around the first corner. Right, everybody gets through safely again around Redgate. Great driving by everybody in the BCV8 Championship field here This is what we like to see, isn't it? They're just going, about to appear up at the Schwantz curve into McLean's. Look at that. And still Fowler is just holding off all he needs. And this is bringing Simon Cripps into play nicely as well, isn't it? Cripps is now holding off. But it looks like Neves, he's got the power. And I think Neves is going to appear in the lead this time as they come round Coppice. And it is, I think it's Ollie Neves. He takes the lead of the race. But Simon Cripps is now going to have a go at Fowler. Simon Cripps is all over the back. Can he hold on? Can he get a bit of a toe as they head down into Roberts, the final chicane here? Let's have a look. Cripps is all over the back of Fowler. All three are going to come round almost neck and neck onto the start-finish line here. Let's get ready. Here they come. It is going to be Ollie Neves in the lead there. He is, and he almost runs wide, but Fowler's not giving up yet. Fowler's got a much better run off the final corner. What can Fowler do this time? He's going to dive up the inside. Can he just brake a little bit later this time? And they get so close, don't they? But Neves just manages to keep a nose in front. Wonderful stuff. There you go, the rest of the field coming through. So it is now Ollie Neves, Fowler. A position change actually. Mark Scott's got past Steve Mackay there to move up into 12th place. So it is Neves, Fowler, Cripps, McCarthy, Pryor, Bryan, Wells, Tovey. We've got Paul Curry, Wardle, Farsi and Scott, who was a mover and shaker on that lap. Mackay, Walpole, Raymond, McAngus, Linfield, Lockhart, Hibbard, and unfortunately Lillington out of the race. And Neves is starting to get his legs out a little bit now. We know he's super quick in that car. Of course, the heat might be a factor as this race certainly progresses. Let's see how things go on. Neves, fastest lap last time out as well, a 1:19.825. So here we go. Through they go. Ollie Neves, Neil Fowler, Simon Cripps. This once again, it is Neves and Fowler just getting away from the rest of the field. These two are always locked together, 1-2. Quite often it's Neves who gets the job done. But can Fowler just stay in the game and put pressure on Neves? Jim Bryan going very well here as well. Jim Bryan going very well in Class C, of course. And Andrew Young, car 67. I haven't seen Andrew Young. I must have missed that one. Have to keep an eye on that. It's because Andrew Young qualified pole position in Class C, but I can't see him anywhere. I've got Jim Bryan as your Class C leader. Mark Scott up there in Class B. Exciting stuff here. Big drama at Donington Park. The BCV8 Championship Race 1 has a lot to happen still. This is a far from a done deal as you're watching him just go through the Schwantz curve, through McLean's, up into Coppice. And Ollie Neves, he always gets out of shape every time he comes through. He's just managed to get a bit of a lead that lap time. Let's have a little look at what he puts in. It was a 1:17.809, only just 0.2 seconds slower than his fastest lap, but it was a second faster than Neil Fowler. So Ollie Neves is really finding pace in that car now. There's Jim Bryan coming over the start-finish line. Here is Wells. Car 66 is Paul Curry coming over the line. There's Ollie Wardle. There is Mark Scott, your Class B leader. Babak Farsi in Class AB. Stephen Mackay as well. There goes Walpole. There goes Raymond. 17 is Russ McAngus. 14 is Paul Linfield. Here comes car number 29. That's Lockhart. Oh, and it looks like there's a bit of action at the top, isn't there? Did Fowler make a bit of an error? So has Cripps found some extra pace because Simon Cripps is now all over the back of Neil Fowler. Class D is just absolutely lighting up here today at Donington Park. Wow. Well, do not go anywhere because this is just set alight here. The heat has really turned up the temperature on track. So Ollie Neves just getting past lapping Hibbard. But look at this, there's Fowler, there is Cripps. We spoke to Simon Cripps in the assembly area, didn't we? He said, I'm going to get Fowler a bit later on in the race. We've got 9 minutes left to go. Still plenty to happen. Cripps is feeling quite punchy here. And I think he wants second place. get into second place, and you never know what's going to happen out the front, although Ollie Neves' reliability record has been 100% over the last 18 months. So here they all come, Wardle over the line. There's Mark Scott, Class B, 2020 Class B champion, going well again in 2021. Babak Farzian, Class AB championship leader, going very well too. He is the man to beat there. Lockhart coming over the line with that gorgeous livery, the old golf livery. So we've got 8 minutes of this race left to go. It's Neves, but the big story now really is between Fowler and Cripps, certainly in Class D. Good battles going all throughout the field. Another plane takes off from the airport, as we can see. They get really close. You can see the tower, actually. You can see the air traffic control tower. Ollie Neves thunders over the line for yet another lap. Fowler looks like he's just managed to just get edge Cripps on that last lap. That's the battle for second and third. McCarthy sticking around right in the mix as well. If something happens, he'll be jumping straight up to a podium place. Ian Pryor over the line there. Hibbard coming over now as well, being lapped. It's great to see Hibbard on track though. Certainly welcome to the BCV8 Championship. Lovely atmosphere as always in the paddock once again. Like I said, we will be out in the BCV8 Championship paddock a little bit later, live and exclusive with the drivers. Get a closer look at the cars, find out how they're feeling, because it's unusual that their race weekend is spread over 2 days. It's normally all on a Saturday. So they've got qualifying in the race, and then after this race they can actually now relax until tomorrow. So 6.5 minutes of on-track BCV8 Championship racing left to go. Here is your race leader, Ollie Neves. He's about to appear in the screen. There he goes. There is Fowler, there is Cripps. That's the battle for first, second and third. And there isn't a lot in it, is there? Ollie Neves is not being allowed to escape here today. I just wonder if he's a little bit concerned about overheating. This is still anybody's race, you know, with 6 minutes to go. This is game on here at Donington Park for the BCV8 Championship. So Jim Bryan once again going well, looking like he might wrap up Class C honours. Although Steve Wells not going to let him get away. Bryan and Wells battling for Class C. Mark Scott going well in Class B. So there he is. Good battle there. Walpole's just got past Farzian there on that last lap. So Walpole gets past Farzian, and that's important because that is Class AB. So Walpole has got past Farzian in Class B, so that really matters. That really matters. So James Walpole is absolutely flying here. Looks like Walpole has the lead in Class AB. Neves has got the lead in Class D. Jim Bryan the lead in Class C. Mark Scott the lead in Class B. So there you go, there are your class leaders as it stands right now with 4.5 minutes of this race left to go. There is Jim Bryan, your Class C leader, coming over the line. He had that big bump, didn't he, of course, at Alton Park, but managed to get the car out last time for Silverstone as well. We've got a lovely view up here, haven't we? You can see so much more of the track than when we just feel from the media centre. We really, really do. We've got a lovely shot. Oh, and someone's kicked up some dirt at the top of Coppice, look. We'll find out who that is. Lights are ablaze now on these cars. I think that's Simon Cripps, isn't it? I just wonder if a bit of gamemanship going on here. There's Ollie Neves, just working his way through the field. There's Fowler as well. He's got his lights on. He's just lapping through the field. There is Simon Cripps as well. So the top three getting a little bit spaced out now. Fowler is 2 seconds behind Neves, and Cripps is about 2.5 seconds behind Fowler. So still only 4.5 seconds separating the top three. That's all that is a wheel or two on the dirt. And a bit of a mistake, and that'll be close right. And there goes Ian Pryor, car number 91, the green MG. They sound so good, don't they? They really, really do. If you do want to find out more about the BCV8 Championship, you can. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. It takes you straight through to the BCV8 Championship web page. Do go click it. Do go find out more about this incredible championship, but maybe do it after the race. Goes Ollie Wardle over the line, and look, there's a plethora of cars, isn't there? I do think it's Ollie Neves lapping a number of the cars. Mark Scott, Class B, just came swinging right past me there over the start-finish line. Ross McAngus is making a move as well. He jumped up to 14. Babak Farzian's dropped down to 16. Has he got a problem? Has Babak Farzian got a problem in Class AB? Because he's dropping down the order quite rapidly. There goes Cripps. There goes McAngus. There goes Linfield. Where is Farzian? So it should be Babak Farzian. There's Babak Farzian. And he's dropped down the order a bit. He's now got Lockhart closing him down as well. Farzian in 16th, Lockhart in 17th. Oh, it looks like we've lost Tovey as well. I think it might have been Tovey. Ben Tovey, unfortunately, car number 57. I think he's out of this race. That was quite a bit early, actually, Tovey. So it's Neves, Fowler, Cripps, McCarthy, Pryor, Bryan, Wells, Curry, Wardle, Scott, Mackay, Walpole, Raymond, McAngus, Linfield, Farzian, Lockhart, Hibbard. They're your 18 runners. We've lost Tovey and Lillington from this race. Unfortunately, as we suspected, James Wheeler did not start the race. He had car issues we saw from qualifying, and unfortunately has not taken the grid. Hopefully, with the race not being till race 2, not till tomorrow, might get time to get it sorted and get back out tomorrow. Although I do think James is sharing the car, actually. I think he might be going out in Paul Linfield's car, potentially. I could be wrong on that, but I'll find out for you. There is Fowler, just coming through, trying to close the gap to Ollie Neves with just over a minute to go. It does mean that the cars are now starting the final lap of the race as well here. We'll see as soon as the checkered flag falls if we can get ourselves over to Parc Ferme to grab one or two of the drivers if it's possible. So here we go, the final lap of the race. It's Ollie Neves out in the lead. He's got a 3.5 second lead over Neil Fowler. Barring a driver error, surely Ollie Neves is going to wrap up yet another win in 2021. Of course, commentator's curse there. Jim Bryan is looking good for Class C, but he's got Wells all over the back of him as well, so it's not quite finished yet. Steve Wells looking for Class C honours too. There is Jim Bryan, there is Steve Wells, so that is still a battle that's ongoing. There is Ollie Neves, and there is the checkered flag, and Ollie Neves wins yet again, as once again Neil Fowler comes over to finish in second place. Now we're just waiting for Simon Cripps. Where is Simon Cripps? Here he comes. There goes Simon Cripps. He'll come home in third place. Pick up a nice podium there for Simon Cripps in Class D. Mark Scott takes the Class B honours. So is it going to be Bryan or is it going to be Wells in Class C? That's what we want to find out now. There goes Ian Pryor to finish up his race. And Class AB, I believe, could well be Stephen Mackay. Oh no, Steve Mackay, sorry, he's Class B, isn't he? Steve Mackay's Class B, apologies. Walpole. So it could be James Walpole. I think James Walpole is going to take Class AB. In fact, I think he has taken Class AB. Now we just wait for Class C to finish. Brian or Wells? Who's it going to be? There it is, and it's going to be Jim Bryan. He comes over the line. There he goes. Jim Bryan takes Class C there, sorry. So Jim Bryan takes Class C. Mark Scott takes Class B. Ollie Neves takes Class D. And we think James Walpole takes Class AB. Fantastic stuff. We're going to get ourselves down to Parc Ferme now. So let's pop the final leaderboard up onto the screen for you from TSL. So as we walk down, we'll just get the classified results for you from TSL. We're just going to, this is behind the scenes, look, we're just going to head down and get it for you. There you go, it's just popped up onto the screen. So fantastic stuff. Ollie Neves takes the win, but it wasn't easy, was it? He didn't have it all his own way here today. We'll just leave it up on the screen for a little bit longer, just whilst we walk our way down to Parc Ferme. So exciting stuff. Comment below, did you enjoy that? Yes, yes, or yes. They're your three options. We're expecting a lot of yeses in the comments. It's certainly exciting, wasn't it? But it always is. It's always exciting stuff here with the BCV8 Championship. That's a very good race indeed, wasn't it? Ollie Neves not allowed to get away. Great start there by Neil Fowler. He certainly got the jump on Ollie Neves, and we thought 1 minute Simon Cripps might just get round the outside as well. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't. Ollie Neves got to manage to get the hammer down and hold on to second place. Exciting stuff though indeed, wasn't it? We certainly enjoyed that. Mark Scott going well in Class B, James Walpole going well in Class AB, and Jim Bryan taking Class C honours once again. Now don't forget, this isn't it for today with the BCV8 Championship. Racing action's complete. We will be live for a very special, one of our unique paddock walks because we're the only people who can get you closer to the action. So a little bit later this afternoon, actually, once the racing action is finished from our side, we've still got the MG Cup and the Metro Cup race and the Cockshoot Cup to bring you later today as well. If you're not watching this on My Supercar, you can watch that racing action later on My Supercar. You can also make sure you do subscribe to our YouTube channel at My Supercar or Live Sport Now. We're live on both, and you can watch all of our live motorsport in 2021 and beyond for free in high definition. Well, it's been exciting so far, hasn't it? So we'll just see if we can catch up with the cars. I don't even know if they go into Parc Ferme here. It always changes, doesn't it? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But we'll see if we can catch up with some of the drivers. Certainly Ollie Neves made it an exciting race, didn't he? Neil Fowler, I thought at 1 minute he was going to get him. We've got a trophy presentation of sorts going on. Not sure who it's for, but it does look like there is a trophy presentation. I think a lot of the BCV8 cars have gone back already. In fact, I think they've all gone back, so they're clearly not sticking around, which is a bit of a shame. But whilst we're here, we can watch the cars go out. This is Ian Pryor, just about to head back out. Sounds like he might have a bit of a rattle in that car. There he goes. And there we go, we've got Hibbert over there as well. Let's just go have a little look. Just make sure everything's all right with the car. It's great to have Hibbert with us. we can just have a little poke in, shall we? Unfortunately, a lot of the cars. There we go. We'll see if we can grab a quick. Hello, mate. How was that? How was that? Was that good? Enjoyed that?
First ever race.
Yeah.
Made 4 laps around Donington, and then actually racing was a bit of a shocker. Surprising.
Yes. Exciting stuff though. Your heart rate going a bit in that one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was just as exciting as breaking down yourself to the corner curves.
Yeah.
And having a load of V8s flash past me in practice, which was definitely an exciting one. But yeah, it was.
Fantastic. And do you know what? You've got to do it all again tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Thanks for talking to us. There we go. Right, that rounds out the action, on-track action today for the BCV8. As I said, though, that's not it for today, because we will be live later in the paddock with the drivers a little bit later this afternoon, probably from about 4 o'clock or so. So do tune back in for that. Race 1 for the BCV8 Championship here at Donington Park is done.